Chloe, and welcome to the start of a weekend reading vlog. So today is Friday, and my lighting is on point, my angle is on point. Like, just hang with me, guys. It has been a day. So the reason it has been a day, it's 2:45 right now, and it's because I think it is like 40 miles an hour wind. It is a balmy 32 degrees, feels like 19, and it's snowing. So I am in my personal hell. I really hate this weather. I hate this weather. This weather is why I want to leave Kansas so bad, because like the wind is just painful. It is painful to be out in this wind. So I hate it. And so today, as you may have seen, we went to Academy Sports and we got Ainsley her first leotard and tutu and tights because she's starting dance class on Tuesday. So that'll be so fun. And I'm like looking at this thing like, dance moms, we're coming for you, because there's so much glitter. And I mean, I danced as a kid, so whatever, but I can't believe I am at that stage in parenting where I've got a dance kid, but she has been asking and asking and asking to do ballet, and so we are going to do it. We're going to this place that they just do classes once a week, and you pay by the month, and so I'm going to do the first month and see if she likes it, and it's just a low commitment thing. It's Tuesday nights at 5:30, which for me is like, I really love getting in my PJs at nap time, you guys. And my sister was like, welcome to the age and stage of parenting inconveniently. And so it'll just be a balancing act, but I think she will love it. And right now it's only 3 kids in the class, so I will love it. And it's one of the few studios in town that are letting parents like be visible to the kids. And the other studios right now, for the most part, are doing like, you drop them off, you cannot even go into the building. And for my child, I know that would never work. Like, that would be a surefire way to end dance experience. So I'm really excited we found this, and that we'll have something for her that is just big kid stuff that she will get to do, and she'll be so excited. And because only one parent can go, she is already talking about like she's going to come home and show daddy everything she learns, and it's going to be a great time. So we went and got that this morning, and my sister met us, and it was really fun. So we got to see her for a minute, and her son, that you guys probably don't care about any of this, but her son had his first basketball game last night and scored 28 points. And so I just love athletics, and like the professional stuff and the college stuff. Like, we have just not been paying attention this year because it's been such a like wonky season, but like between my nephews and my kids and stuff, like I'm just getting so jazzed for it. So that's what we did today. Yesterday, I can't remember how we ended the day, but nothing exceptional, I don't think. And now today, all we've done is go to Academy and come home, and Ainsley is like itching to go out in the snow, but there's like a dusting, like there's no snow to go play in, but maybe Jeremy will take her. That is definitely a daddy thing. So as far as reading goes, last night I wanted to pick up this Pretending to Dance by Diane Chamberlain. I've got this on my shelf. And so I went to put it, like, to shelve it on Goodreads and say I was reading it, and I saw that there is a prequel novella. So first I read, this is Pretending to Dance, and the prequel novella is called The Dance Begins, I think. And so I read that last night. It's like 50 pages. It's not very long. And it is about a man who is now disabled, and he has this dream about dancing with his 6-year-old daughter. And so he's got this dream, like, I think it's like a memory of a time when he did dance with her. I'm not sure if you find out in that story or if you find out in the book, but he has MS, and he is now like in a wheelchair. And so that book is just introducing the family. It's he and his wife and their 6-year-old daughter, and then they go to like rebuild this like treehouse type thing. I am envisioning it as like a little camp house kind of thing. So they go with like his brother-in-law and I don't know, extended family, I guess, and there's a lot of family drama, and we don't really find out anything about that in the little novella, but we just get hinted at there's family drama. This guy, you know, there's this guy, this girl. That's what's going on. So that, I gave it 3 stars. I think it's a nice introduction, whatever. And then you pick this up, which is Pretending to Dance, and this is the full-length novel, and this one is told from the daughter's perspective. So The daughter is now grown, and she and her husband are having fertility issues, and so they are wanting to adopt. So they're going through that process. Her dad is a part of this book, and so we hear a little bit more about his MS, and this is told in dual timelines between like now when she's an adult, and then also now like the past when she was a kid. So far I'm liking it. I'm not loving it. I'm like 30 or 40% of the way through. This one was written, let's see, in 2014 or 15, I think. Maybe I'm making that up, but let's see, 2015. So it is a few years old, but there is definitely some family drama going on. We're finding out a little bit more about that. But I'm not sure that I like our main character, which is the daughter, but she's an adult. And I can't remember her name. Molly, I think is her name. So I'm not sure that I'm loving her. And she is like keeping a secret from her husband about her childhood. And I think I know what that secret is. And if so, it's like, why not just tell him? Because it's like the fact that it's a secret is greatly impacting their life now. And so that's a little frustrating that it's like, why is this big secret? Because it's one of those things like if it was just said, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But now it's been built up to be this big secret. So unless there's another secret I don't know about yet, which may happen, this one it's just okay. But so far, like, I'm enjoying it. I'm just not loving it. So that's what I'm reading. As far as life goes, this afternoon we are going to, like, the kids are sleeping right now. Jeremy's about to go do grocery pickup. Because I don't know if I've told you guys, but he has started like kind of shifting his hours a couple hours earlier. So he starts earlier and ends earlier. And that is really, really helpful to me. So he's going to go do grocery pickup. And then I am going to make a blueberry quinoa breakfast casserole kind of thing. It's like kind of like baked oatmeal, but it uses oats and quinoa, and so it's just a little extra protein. So that is really good. It's got peanut butter, it's got bananas, everything delicious has those too, of course. So I'm going to make that, and then tonight we're having pizza for dinner, and I normally, not always, but like half the time I'll just buy like Kroger pizza crust, and then I make some homemade marinara, and so I will kind of like drain some water off of that and use that, and then just saute some veggies and put some like Mayoko's mozzarella on there, and it is delicious. So hopefully, Ainsley requested pizza on Sunday. She asked if we could have pizza this week, and so I said we would do it today. And like, she never eats it. I don't know why. She requests things, but she is definitely a toddler in the sense that she eats like 5 things no matter what I put on her plate. So whatever. I am not one to short order cook, so she gets what she gets, and she will eat what she eats. And so that's that situation. So I'm going to be making a lot of food here in the next couple hours, but I'm going to try to start a book physically that will be a part of a secret TBR. So stay tuned for that. So that's everything. I will check in later. It is Saturday. It's like 1:30, and I am like freaking out because we are about to interview Jill Shalvis for the Book Sisters Book Club live show. It is about to just like, I'm just so nervous. I can't even speak words. So I don't know why. Like, I was not that nervous about Susan Wiggs, and I'm really not that nervous about like chatting with her. I don't know. I'm like in a constant state of weekend frazzled, as I always am. So I guess that's just what's going on. So last night, as you saw in the clips, I made some homemade pizza and some breakfast bars for this morning. And as anticipated, Ainsley was pumped that it was pizza. And she like ate like 3 bites, and then she's like, cool, I'm done. So that's toddlers for you. breakfast bars this morning were a hit with both girls, so that's good. And those are a house favorite. So then this morning has just been like a go, go, go day, as Saturday always is. And today I kind of made it like a cooking day. This morning I started chili in the crock pot, and then I made Ritz cookie butter, and then dipped them in some almond bark that I had left over, and that I'm trying to use up. So like kind of white chocolate Ritz cookie butter things, and then I dip some strawberries in the white chocolate, or the almond bark or whatever. It tastes like white chocolate. I'm not a fan of white chocolate, so those will be all on everybody else. But made that, and then made some peanut butter and some almond butter, and I think that's it. I don't know. And then Ainsley, like I've rearranged her little schoolroom thing, and so now her Play-Doh was in a new spot, and it was in a visible spot, and so she wanted her potato, is what she calls it, which is Play-Doh, which took me like days to figure out what she was begging for, because she was begging for potatoes, and I'm like, yeah, okay, we can have potatoes. In fact, we had potatoes for dinner, like both sweet and regular potatoes within that week. And she was like, no, I want potatoes. It was Play-Doh. So I played with Play-Doh with her forever, and I hate Play-Doh, you guys. But I like did it to myself, because I got her like a really cool kit for Christmas that has like a little rolling pin and some like scissors and a pizza cutter and all sorts of stuff. So she had just a great old time. So did that this morning, and then now I'm going to do a little bit of last minute prep for the Jill Shalvis thing, and that's that. So as far as reading goes, I finished Pretending to Dance by Diane Chamberlain, and I'm giving this 3.5 stars. It is not my favorite by her, but it is still really good. So I can't remember what all I have said about this, but it's told in dual timeline. Our main character, Molly, we get her present day where she's in her 30s somewhere, and then she is going through the adoption process because she is unable to have children, and so they're trying to adopt. And the adoption process is bringing up a lot of stuff for her, like personally, a lot of baggage and a secret that she has had from her husband forever. And so all of that is going on. And so we are getting her experience now as she's like working through things, as well as her experience when she was a child, to kind of figure out what it is she has to work through. And so I really like dual timeline stories like that. I think my problem with this one is I never really liked Molly, and like she's got some baggage, but I think if she would have just like not made it a huge secret and like trusted somebody, it would have, like her husband, it would have been easier to get like the healing she needed earlier. And I don't know, like I didn't love her as a main character. And I also felt like there were some pacing issues in this, where like there were times that were so slow, and then other times that felt like super duper rushed. So this is good. Not great. It does have the dad has MS, and so there's a trigger warning that I guess pause or skip here if you don't want to know. I'm going to tell you is the trigger warning, but the trigger warning is assisted suicide. So if that is something that you really don't like to read about, then definitely don't read this book. But that is a part of this, and so it's the father-daughter relationship. She's really close to her dad. I really like that. It talks a lot about adoption and blood family versus a biological family, and the difference and the similarities and that kind of thing. And so I really liked this, and I liked what it was trying to do. I just didn't really like Molly, so it was kind of hard to like love the story. So then I picked up Parting by Beverly Lewis. I have no idea how I got this on my shelf, but it's on my shelf, and you guys, I'm taking down my darn shelf. So I'm reading this. This is an Amish historical, I guess is how you would qualify it. It's kind of YA, I think, because she is like pretty young. It's the first in the the courting of Nellie Fisher, I think. So YA historical romance set in an Amish community, potentially. I don't know how you even genre this. Speaking of which, I'm like doing my stats now with that spreadsheet, and genre is something that I spend way too much time trying to figure out, because like, is this Amish? Is it historical? Is it historical romance? Is it romance? Is it YA? I have no idea. Like, it's also arbitrary. I don't even know. So this one, Nellie Fisher, her sister has died, and also the community that she's living in is like kind of talking about easing up on kind of the restrictions and things that are going on. I'm not sure what year it is. I think it's historical. Gosh, maybe it's not even historical. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it is. And so I don't know. So far I'm like just barely into this. We're getting to know Nellie. We're getting to know her family and kind of the loss of her sister. She is the youngest, I believe, and she has a bunch of older sisters, and they're all kind of like towing the line of like Amish promiscuity. So I don't know what exactly that means, but they're all kind of towing the line and starting to get out there. And her sister's death kind of like was a scare tactic, like was scary, and kind of makes her want to be a little more modest and follow the rules and that kind of stuff. And then there's also this community-wide thing talking about kind of the limits of things. So that is what's going on here. I can't say I'm loving it, but this is like way out of my wheelhouse. So maybe it'll be good. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. So that is what I'm reading right now. Now I'm going to go do this Jill Shalvis interview, and wish me luck. It will have already happened by the time you see this, so I'll link it up above, down below, all the places. But check it out if you didn't catch it live, and that's it. I'll check in later. Hey everyone, it is 11 o'clock on Sunday, and I am just up here doing a little bit of filming. Everybody kind of slept in my house today, so that was really nice. I slept till like 6:15, and then the girls slept till like 8:30, and then Jeremy was kind of like just in the mood to let them be slow and stuff, and so which is fine. If he wants to man that ship, go for it. And so they like just got done with breakfast at like 10:30, and so now I ran up here to film a little bit before the rest of the day gets going. So it's 11 o'clock, and we have done like nothing, but that's okay. And today the plan is just to watch the Chiefs game this afternoon. We're all wearing our Chiefs gear. You can't even really see it, but we're all wearing our Chiefs gear, and that's the excitement for the day. So today is also Sabbath snacks or muffin tin dinner, or what is Brie? I think Brie from In Love and Words calls it moosh boosh, but it's where you just put everything, like all the snacky stuff, into a muffin tin is how I do it for the kids, but we all just eat snacky stuff, and it is like one of my favorite nights because there's virtually no cooking, and if it is, it's like frozen stuff. So that's everything as far as life goes. I'm planning and hoping for just a really productive day. I threw in a spaghetti squash this morning because those are a bear to cut. If you have never had one, like you have to like get some muscle. And so Jeremy is the one that cuts our spaghetti squash, and he is leaving town on Tuesday. So I really wanted to make sure to get that cooked before he left. And then I might make some cornbread because I like to keep it in the freezer. And then just thawed as we use it because the kids really like it and we use it a lot. So I might make some of that. But otherwise, like, I'm just really trying to check things off the list today. It is go time, as it is all the time because I am high-strung and ADHD. I don't know. I'm not medicated, so I'm just a little high-strung. So as far as reading goes, I am just about to finish The Parting by Beverly Lewis. And this, I like was not loving it in the beginning, but as I'm closer and closer to the end, I think I like this. Like I'm giving it like 3 stars. So there's kind of a few things going on in this book. First, this young girl, her name is Nellie Fisher. This is the first in the Courting Nellie Fisher series. I don't know how many books there are, but so the girl is Nellie Fisher. Her sister has died, and she was in like a boating accident, I think, and she drowned. And so there's a lot going on with that, like both the family's grief over this young girl passing, as well as like she finds her journal or her diary or something, and she's kind of learning more about what her sister was up to in her final weeks, months, days, whatever, and finding out that her sister was definitely kind of a party girl, and for an Amish community, that is not okay. And so she is like thinking through just is what everybody's saying about her sister true? What was her sister up to? Kind of what can she learn from that? You know, just all of these things about her sister's death. So that's going on. I don't know if I said this is an Amish book, and I feel like it's YA, but our main character, Nellie Fisher, owns like a bakery, and it's a bakery that's open to the public and everything. So I don't know exactly how old she is, but it definitely reads YA, but it's also Amish, so it's a lot more like innocent and clean and whatever. So this guy named Caleb is also kind of courting her. And I guess the way it works is like the couple is supposed to keep their relationship kind of private and like secret almost until they're engaged and like ready to announce themselves as a couple. So this courting is going on, and it's really really sweet, really charming. I'm really, really close to the end, but I don't know for sure where their relationship ends up. I'm sure it's not going to be like a marriage, because what would the rest of the books be? So there's that going on. We're also getting her parents' stories, kind of, and the whole like Amish community. There is a parting or a shifting or a group of people who are following the Bible more and less with the like Amish rules and traditions and things. And so they are kind of like standing up for their faith and changing things and perhaps modernizing things. And so that is what's going on. So this, I think, is going to be a good first book in the series. Like, I can see if you like this, the series would be wonderful. For me, this is like a 3-star book. I am going to finish it, and I am like the second half I'm enjoying way more than the first. So I can imagine subsequent books are just better and better, but it's not anything that, like, once I put this down, I think I'll probably be done with the series, because it's just not anything that I'm super intrigued by, but it's sweet, it's fun to read, and I'm going to give it 3 stars. So that is everything. I'm still physically reading the thing for a secret TBR, which you will see at some point in hopefully the next month or two, but I don't really know whenever I can get my act together and get it done. So after this, I'm not sure what I'm going to pick up, but it is Sunday, which means I'm going to wrap up the vlog here. How was your weekend? We really, again, did not do much this weekend. Thank you, COVID and freezing weather. So that is everything. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Tell me, did you read? If so, what was your favorite? And we'll talk to you in the next one. Bye. Hey everyone, it is later in the day on Sunday, and I just finished The Parting by Beverly Lewis, and I thought I would get on and let you know a couple of things. So the romance, yes, it did not like really conclude a whole bunch, but it's because they are on the opposite side. So Nellie and Caleb are on the opposite sides of the kind of like parting. The people who are kind of like wanting to stick with the old ways, and the people who are wanting to incorporate more things into the newer ways. And so this, they were like, it was kind of like almost like a Romeo and Juliet thing, because his dad forbade it and stuff because they're on opposite sides. And I really like that. And then so I started looking more into that, and it's a real, like, it's based on the real division that happened in the Amish church or Amish community in 1966. And so I just thought that was really interesting that it is somewhat based on fact. And I also wanted to make sure that I pointed out that this is a very heavily Christian-based novel, romance, whatever. And so if you are not into that, maybe don't read that. If you are looking for that, this one definitely has a lot of faith-based things, as you would probably assume. But that is everything. So thank you again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.